Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza, and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Tuesday, October 20th. Well, in the stock indices, we did get some follow through. Remember yesterday had the right kind of elements. I know Friday was bearish coming into the session, but structurally, I just didn't think it was that bearish. And we can see here in the NASDAQ that the market did cooperate. We see yesterday's, here's the 19th. Let me show you that. That was got low enough to found those buyers. And we can see in the night session, it is accelerating to the upside. So in Asia, we're seeing firmness. We're seeing confidence returning to this market. And today could be a very interesting day. We do have some things that can shake some of that confidence out there. But right now, we are looking for a continuation of this buying action in the stock indices. Now, along with that came strengthening in these currencies. In other words, weakness in the dollar. So what does this imply for tomorrow? It implies weakness across the board for the U.S. dollar. It would imply strengthening in the euro and the Swissy. And Mr. Yen, I'm not sure if we can get some follow through there or not, but it's got that potential. The Aussie dollar, British pound, and Canadian dollar. Also, I was asked about these lines here on the Canadian dollar. That represents this buy point at 92.30 to a sell point at 96.30, which would be 400 points, and that'd be $4,000. It's $10 for every tick. So that's what that represented. But what we're looking for right now is we're looking for follow through. That's going to be the key, and we want to see it today. Let's move along here and take a look at those interest rate markets. Here we see in the short end of the curve, well, they're still kind of struggling. It implies a push to the upside, but again, I'm not looking for any fires to be set by the euro right now. The real question is, can we get some follow through in the notes? Now, they did peak up here a little bit, and they would have closed out a short position from that position. And that difference between those numbers represents 8 ticks or $250 would be the dollar value of that move. And on the long side, while we are looking for follow through to the long side, I think we need to be a little cautious here. Same thing for the bonds. This pop back up would have closed out that short position. And also, I think we need to be a little cautious with that market as well. It's not a layup for follow through here, but that is what it implies for both of these markets. Across the board, interest rates should be getting stronger. And when it comes to the metals, well, gold firmed up. Gold reached a magnitude objective, backed off, and would have scratched on the second half of that trade. That would be the underlying concept for that. Same thing for silver. And our friend Mr. Copper reached magnitude objective and held that gain. Very healthy. It's very symmetrical. The way it came in is the way it's going out. It's right on target in terms of behavior. Today we're not looking for a large move in that market, but we are looking for a positive move. And in the energy markets, well, crude oil continues its march, and we want to stay right along with it as it does. Natural gas, on the other hand, did pull back a little bit, went through that 470. That would have closed out that long position from 65, and that would have resulted in $125. That's the dollar value of that move between that buy point and that sell point. Also, the sell point would have been activated. In other words, a short position would have been created, and it would have lost money. That market did not give us any kind of follow through, and at 10 cents right here, it would have lost $250. So that trade failed, the short position. Right now, there would be no position in that market. We are looking for follow through, though, in today's action. In the grains, also very symmetrical. Some of them have met the challenge, some of them have not. We need to see follow through in beans if we're going to continue this move. Same thing with corn. Corn is the strongest out of the grains right now, and also with wheat. It's going to be important today to get closes above these swing highs at a maximum by Wednesday. Ideally, you want to see this kind of movement. You want to have a certain momentum right afterwards. We're not necessarily looking for a big day, but we're looking for a consistent day. In other words, to the upside. Well, this concludes today's market studies. I hope you found a few ideas helpful. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me. I'm looking forward to being with you again tomorrow, and in the meantime, take care.